Brushing your teeth in the shower feels so good. You can get as sloppy as you want in there. This is how it feels to go toothpaste crazy in the shower when you're feeling down. But so is your friend and you have to cheer them up. These dudes need to put the games away and start making love. Wait, bro, grow up. What finger do you use for your scroll wheel? My thumb? Crying. What's so funny? Why is your thumb so long? Lady of shallot, lady of onion, lady of garlic, and lady of chives. It's 4 a.m. and I have no control over what I draw. The pain you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that's coming. Thank you. What if both kinda just existed in the same universe? Would that be messed up or what? They're best friends. Made some versions of the agony grip for my friends for when the whole gang gets it, including different levels depending on the anguish, and a joyous one for when there is love abound. Can I make a contribution? For when the whole gang is being really autistic about something. For when you say something absolutely horrid in the group chat. 3 blind mice. I love how Tumblr users play with JPEGs like dolls. Baking my long distance boyfriend into a cookie because I miss him. Have you ever heard anyone say, easier done than said? So one day my coworker said, is anything easier done than said? And I let him pontificate about it for a while, and then I said to him, silence. And that blew his mind. South Park fans, the character design, and the fan art. Songs I would play if I were to be executed. Servant of evil. My brain is a little weird creature. I am overwhelmed, but nothing's happening. Visual meme posting. Pop, why does that look like a man? I asked someone on the interweb to draw me a puffin playing a saxophone. The reply was, puffins can't play the saxophone. And this picture. Went to an art exhibit tonight. Thought some of y'all might like this. Describe your life to me 10 years from now. Look at this cool bird. Forgot to bring my tablet to work, but I needed to sketch the thing that lives in the walls. I think the new meme should be editing that tiny video game YouTuber window onto images to express a smaller, yet still present mood. Suggested format. Just got my test results back and I got diagnosed with whatever the hell this thing is. Demons in your head. Anyone have some kind of good examples of this? Scrimmy, true form. Irish stereotypes versus what every Irish person I know looks like. Cries for blueberries. Immediately throws them on the floor. Starts crying for more blueberries. Imagine your mum making Wojaks of you as a baby. Imagine your mum being a Twitter user. Holy. Take your smiley from normal to unsettling in one easy step by putting just a little too much effort into the eyes. Big fan of when people self-ship, but their self-insert doesn't fit the art style of the source media at all, so it just kind of looks like this. Plush spider. It spins huge webs out of yarn. Anything caught in its webs are given a cup of tea to enjoy, then released. Inappropriate attachment to objects. My tube. The title and premise of my experimental horror novel. The Experiment, 1808, horse paddle boat. I visited an old fish market today. No skin-stealing monsters in sight, but there was some anglerfish graffiti. Whoever did that, I love you. Magic Girl anime, but instead of turning into a magical girl, they turn into clowns. Parkour Civilization. Beef or chicken? Beef. This is for a Minecraft meme video, but I can leave it in here. Me and the bestie, we're both autistic. Okay, so basically, talking about interest. Listening? Okay, my turn. Talking about interest. Autistic people and their damn weighted blankets. It's gonna be a long year. My girlfriend's 85-year-old client asked if he could paint our cat. I think he did a wonderful job. Help, my ducks are melting. Beautiful. He's texting other women right now. No, he's actually making a detailed and weirdly skillful digital drawing of his own foot. I'd like to submit my application for the role of person whose job it is to draw the creepy child drawings in horror films. I regret joining this class so bad. If a hot dog had legs, would it run longwise or tall style? See figure below. Tall style. I made a graph detailing the excitement I feel word to word when someone asks me if I want chocolate covered raisins. Would you like some chocolate covered raisins? Drops immediately. It actually goes lower. Like, I would have rather never been asked. When an angel is startled, angry, or wants to fight, looks scary, frighten others, it raises its wings to look bigger. The Nordics does this differently, very much like an owl. Does anyone else remember when this base was everywhere? Oh yeah, and this is my M&M's redesign proposal. Wow, I haven't had M&M's in a while. Just finished my first commission. Thoughts? Yeah, a lot of improvement could be made, but anyone got a light? Why is this the look? Like, you guys are romanticizing depression and poor self-care? That's just how I look. What? Hey, hello, my name is Popular Artist. This is my original rendition of the 7 Sins Humanized. Teenage Girl's Sketchbook Starter Pack. Tell people I'm tired, but in reality, I'm just sad. There's a labyrinth. In the middle of it, a Minotaur is making waffles. Minotaur in his kitchen. The waffles will be ready in just a Minotaur. A frog with a wizard hat that has the ability to create small sparkles. My best friend, I love him, Nathan. Barja Blast Sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. When I have a chaotic idea, and my friends just go with it. The damage Kirby Cat has done to the gamer brain is immeasurable. My enjoyment is dictated by destructible fruit. Bad game, you can't destroy the fruit. Good game, guess the color. Frosty's throbbing, I can't read that. Bobs are ridiculous. Women should just have wings instead. Fly. Pretty sure they would trade that for some wings. I would. I hate shirts like this. Chill at the front. Big awesome design, you'd rather be on the front. A cat drawn with minimalistic strokes by Tegashi, an artist from Henan, China. Oh, to be able to draw as expressive as this, you can learn. We need to figure out how the image of 3 children in a trench coat passing as an adult, something which has never happened, entered humanity's collective consciousness. Hardest things to draw: a house, some hands, eyes, this stupid bracket. I have 2 moods of hunger. Crap, I totally forgot to eat today. Or it's 10 a.m. and this is my second box of cereal. I have this weird thing where I don't feel hungry until I am absolutely starving, and then there's no going back. Untitled Goose Monstrous. Lol, joking. Of course her name is Magusa. How I look on the outside and how I feel on the inside. Bro, I'm going to cry. Who left this on my windshield? They drew your car? That's nice of them. Digital artists be like, their art in their profile picture. Draw your sword and we shall battle. The sword from school. A legendary weapon. Does anybody else think tired and sleepy mean 2 totally different things? Sleeping is cute and dozing off and happy, but tired is 10 cups of coffee and murder. Sleepy versus tired. Tired is when you want to go to sleep, but you can't. Sleepy is when, if you were to go to sleep, you could. What crimes did this thing commit? It ate the last cookie in the cookie jar. How are you supposed to sit in a dentist's chair? Because I've just left an appointment and I realized I had been posed like this the entire time. If we die, we're taking you with us. Be the difference. I have never so cheerfully been told something this terrifying, and certainly not by OB. Yeah, but you're not taking me with you though. You're just taking yourself. Come on, at least kill me as well. Saw this in the bathroom and it made me smile. Cave paintings. We're so back. My no-go poses for those wondering. They're not bad. It's just that I deliberately avoid these unless the situation calls for it. I will go for more creative solutions. Sorry in advance, but you will see these everywhere now. The huh, the I don't know. I'm actually explaining hand. Sometimes responding to media you like is articulate, and sometimes it is microwave noises and static fuzz. Fun and meaning observations and analyses. Me thinking about it versus me when people invite me to talk about it. Yeah, this is what prompted me to make this post. We both have a lot of unresolved personal issues that making out might not help but can't make worse. Why is she being cold and distant? Does she hate us? No, she's thinking about something else. My favorite mashup emoji is this one, and I wish it was real so bad. Same. Think it is though. The tiger I saw in my dream yesterday. Dream tiger, my beloved. The design is so sick. A copper retriever with her unoxidized puppies. Such a beautiful family. From a child's point of view, life is so complicated, yet we make it unnecessarily complicated. My friend's kid just started kindergarten. Read the words and color the shoes. Red, blue, yellow, orange, black, green, brown, pink, purple. So far so good. When dogs want to play and they do this, like if you agree. Me, accidentally steps on a toy pig. My dog, so you have chosen playtime. You should wake up before you forget how. No, I will always remember to wake up every time. Your OC is so cool. Can I draw them? Sure. Too burnt out to draw. You've clicked the same link to my music video millions of times already. How isn't the video at 1 billion views yet? Think, Reddit, think. How I feel reposting something from a fandom I'm not in. What emotion are you trying to convey? Thank you for ruining my birthday. Birthday? Someone threw a you-know-what hot dog at you? I'm sorry for breathing the same air as you. This person is really talented at drawing. Wow. Good job. I don't know what they're saying though. I don't speak that language. I would try, but I don't even know what noises to make. I like when there's a big, scary fantasy beast, okay? And then the big beast has a litter of babies, and the babies are very, very small. Do you understand? I understand. Do you want it to be? Yes. Here you go, Russian author and philosopher Fyodor Dostoevsky dying in a glue trap. I never related that much with something. This is the definition of college. The you mess with our princess, you're a dead man vibe. What did you do to my man? He's out here looking like the final boss in some boxing game. Don't even know what I'm looking at. Who else remembers when people thought this would be the Switch mascot? Today I learned Switch Dog wasn't originally a Guna thing. Wait, hold on. A what thing? Walked home and I saw these 2 kids holding hands and running down the block together, just laughing. They're living their childhood. Survival trick. Is that a bunch of penguins pretending to be an orca? This is just a cool drawing. You think they're strawberries? No, they're froggies. Literally the best Marvel Comics character in the history of that company. I take no criticism. I hate this. This kind of looks cozy. I don't know why. Does this look cozy to anyone else? I got an F in art class for my cat drawing. Still wondering what's so wrong with it. Not a lot of people understand perfection. It's so unrealistic they think it's not possible, but this is perfect. I'm nothing like y'all. What if one day Nikocado just... Guys, I predicted it. Never has I'm not owned been less convincing. Nice try defending your point. Too bad I've made this meme where you're the ugly face and I'm the handsome one. Oh, my greatest weakness. Art books. We have detailed instructions on how to become a professional artist. Also art books. Step 1, draw circles. Step 2, do a little bit of detailing. Are you winning, son? I'm making a meme. Yes, I am, Dad, but I miss you, Dad. The chaotic human with no self-preservation whatsoever, and the supernatural creature desperately trying to keep them alive. Imagine being alive on 4/2069. Well, I wasn't born on this date, but I can sure as hell die at this date. 16 days and clothes stop existing. It's more of a naked out kind of year. Naked for 2020. Stop unfollowing. I have a wife and 3 kids to feed. No, you don't. Tell that to this absolutely real picture of my wife and 3 kids. Why doesn't your wife or children have arms? Nervous shaking. Ding! The store where you can buy all the things you see in Tumblr. Do celebrities count? Can you pay in feels instead of money? So nice of you to see him twice. Wow, that's so cool. Seriously cool and awesome. Favorite common name of any animal? Can open a smooth dream. And its real name is Chenophrine longiceps, commonly known as the can open a smooth dream. It's pretty cute, right? Which little guy would win? The one on the left or right? Yeah, when I put on my dad fit. Babysitting a 4-year-old has me convinced that what video games need is a little buddy mode, where a kid can have a character that just jogs along with you and can help / get their own encouraging score, but cannot be harmed. I made this at like 5 AM last night and don't really know what joke I was trying to make. What have you? But God said, the coveted pizza, ravenous beast, and you, typing with one hand. My daughter made this years ago, in case anyone needs directions. Petting chart, yes please, okay, I will bite you. My cat would never bite me, unless she gets a bit too aggressive during playtime. I imagine in some horror movie nobody touches the thing, but it slowly clearly turns back and forth and draws something. And they look back at it after a minute and it draws this. I am really fascinated with the DB Cooper case, both because of the unsolved mystery aspect, and because it's very, very, very likely that the dude actually just died on his way down, and it would be very funny if someone stumbled across his remains. Ideally, the parachute's still cartoonishly attached with the sunglasses on. Everyone be on the lookout for this guy. Soft cat bed. And a sock. They always prefer the sock. In the light of recent Odyssey discourse, hey guys, polyamorous, not what I'm called. It's so beautiful, I might have never known. Your badge. I write like Edgar Allan Poe. That is the best use of that picture I've seen in a long time. I love you, Locker Dog. You've been here for me when no one else was. I hope you stay here despite everything. Is it going to get better or worse? It's going to be different. Okay, but different good, different bad. Yes. Me talking about other dimensions, alien races, sacred geometry, energy, and vibration. Me when it comes to basic math and doing things like a regular human being. Bring back this classic trick I saw on Tumblr years ago. 1. Draw layout. 2. Perspective warp. And voila! You have a room. Cow spectacles. How they wear the specs. The Sunday Leader. Wilkes Barre. February 20th, 1898. Yet style. When I say I got that dog in me, this is what I mean. Cool dog. Giovanna Gazzoni. A witch. Rude. Let her enjoy her snack in peace. My favorite thing about cats is how you can literally see the moment the switch flips in their heads and they enter the silly mode. I googled, why do cats run around and meow at night? And one of the results listed this as a cause. Simple zest for life. Big fan of this emoji. I want to chew on him. Vive versus When There's Bacon. Like clockwork, for reference, the Good Shepherd. Baba Yaga. I don't know what this means. There's always these boring or maybe even nice kind of clothing or accessories. And the thing that makes them just really bad is some small text like be trippin' or turned or something. It's embarrassing. I like this simple jacket. How does the back look? It's lit. Oh, okay. Excuse me, do you know how to get to the... Comics then. Funny cat loves lasagna and hates Mondays. Comics now. Pigeon experiences a microaggression. Earth science. Oh my god, it's a dragon scale. Black opal. These are beautiful. No, it's a dragon scale. I was supposed to go to bed an hour ago. Don't tell my mum. My mum says I have to go to bed now. Which one of you meaners told? Who the fudge changed fudges to meaners? As a reminder, I teach 300 level professor writing to 20-year-olds. Sometimes the world is dark and hope seems lost. Sometimes your student writes their homework on how to draw Pom Pom Poon. Beware the pipeline. Day 1. Oh, this character is cute. Day 3. Please, I love you so. I've never been like this, no? Can you save me some pizza? Sorry, I think it's already saved. Not a drawing, but pizza grease. I like how in the third panel it suddenly has a nose. It's like its nose comes out when it smells fur. I wrapped this present so beautifully. Did I remove the price tag? Seal. Just a little guy. Potato dog. Sea lion. Bark, bark. Spooky. Man in a wetsuit. To me, demons are like cats just doing whatever they want, causing problems on purpose. While angels are like hares. They're painfully aware of their place in the world, and they've seen the end. Trend diagram. Remember when fire was really popular? Checkered clothing? Roses? No, just put it all together. Why do you never see baby pigeons? What if all pigeons are baby pigeons, and there is one master pigeon the size of a whale? Have I read this before? Whale pigeon is ringing in my brain. I don't know, maybe. Trying to make fan art for the thing I'm hyperfixated on, because there's not many artists in— wow, that was a voice crack. Thor. Only I can lift Majona. The goose. Cats don't even unstick their claws out of things anymore. They'll just sit there with their claws stuck in a blanket and look at you like this until you unstick it for them. Nobody wants to work. No one wants to do anything anymore. Yamamoto. Do you have any idea why I called you? Nopal dopal. Those words don't exist. Wow, big mood. I mean, this fricks moves like frick, man. I don't know what the frick you just said, but I agree. In a drawing that's mostly outlined, anything inked in a light value with no outline will easily fall back in space. This is a great method for pushing something into the far background, such as some of the leaves in the distance here. The idea of blank windmill principle is that you get a very satisfying composition if your subject runs through the 4 possible tonal combos on each of its 4 sides. Light on dark, and dark on light. Soda pop, a highly carbonated soda drink. It can be used to restore 50 HP to a single Pokemon, pouring Coca-Cola into a rare, sickly bird's mouth confidently and without a doubt. What is an anthropomorphized Here's why you should crack a window in your house open this year round. Okay, mosquito, when you stand with your hands like that, you ever see your toddler eating an ice cream cone and think, gosh, I would enjoy a frozen dairy treat of similar proportion to my body? Having friends in different time zones is just, they should be awake any minute now. If your sleep schedule is messed up enough, this can be with friends in your own time zone. I bet dragons would probably think it's really cool that we produce water in our mouths. I drew this little friend and I don't know what he is, but I love him. Why did you punch him? That is so unnecessary and violent and rude. He did nothing wrong. He is standing there smiling and you punch him in the face or stomach. He doesn't even have arms to defend himself. This is just cruel and sadistic. Don't worry, friends. Little guy is okay. He doesn't have arms to drink that tea. That is a threat in disguise. I gave him a little straw so he can drink his tea in a blanket to keep him warm. I hope he feels better. Goodbye, small thing. Leave him alone. I'm going to train to help our friend. I won't stand to see him take this abuse any longer. We're taking it a bit slow because he's still recovering, but his training is coming along nicely. You can do it, little guy. Looks like all that training is starting to pay off. I will resurrect many times with more strength. Revenge is sweet. Goodbye, small thing. Nobody. People with hazel eyes. My pet lit match and my pet puddle of gas did not get along. They're just playing. Can you draw my dad? He was abusive to me for 7 years. Does anyone else wiggle their fingers when they reach for something like a cartoon character? Hot dog? No. Someone. Bear in mind. Me. Bearers in mind. I keep seeing people write misinformation instead of misinformation, and all I can picture when I read it is this. Grabs you. Yes. This is so unsettling. Oh no, I'm out of mana. Better use American magic. When you finish drawing the face but haven't started the hair, I ain't gonna fix this. Speed painting, just 1 in 1,000. How the hell do people do this? I tried to draw a tree yesterday and got so angry I had to lay down and count to 10. When you run a lemonade stand, but your only customer is a talking duck, and he asks for grapes. I love art school, because all the whiteboards have doodles, and when I drew this cute fluffy creature, someone else from another class drew this wretched version. Here's my favorite ship dynamic. Me, hey, take it back. Do y'all hands ever itch so much that you just gotta, yes, it's delicious. The ugliest planes of all time. The 737 is the ugliest plane imaginable. It has a pointy nose, is short and chubby, and its tail wing has a weird connection to the top of the plane. I find it funny how much this happens to brands using memes. Thing. My cat looks like this. Fat ginger cat. Tumblr forever. If I ever saw this shirt in real life, I would have an allergic reaction and die. I think I would recoil and pass out. Like I'd be like, I'm nobody now. They got rid of their mustache every time. Your character is cool. Can I draw them? Sure. Too burnt out to draw. I randomly came up with this idea where a bunch of people share on pair of jeans and then make a circle. I don't know. They're summoning Jort, the god of jeans. Life cycle of a cat. Potato. Long teen. Big long, big potato. I cherish the creature. Looks like a ferret. Why do I give a damn? I find myself resonating with this phrase a lot of the time. I saw my chance to create something beautiful. I took it. I thought we agreed never to be creative again. Wants to draw things, but not having the energy to put effort into drawing. I've never been connected to something so spiritually in my life. Strong stoic man with sad past. Adopts child. Me, every single time. Me at 8 years old. I am an artist. Me now. Art is so hard. Why is it always my stress level when there's an actual problem? My stress level when I worry for no reason? I work well under pressure because I don't work well under no pressure. But consider this about marine biology. They are supposed to use their tentacles as hands and legs to walk and wave hi to you. This cat loves drinking. Slop. Utterly soulless Squidward I drew. Me when I get mustard for Christmas. You okay? Why are you so angry? This party is going to be so fun. Whimsical horse. How fun. Drew this and now he's scaring me. What do I do? Get a rubber and erase it. Me every day without fail. I'll do this chore when I get home. Me when I get home. Screw you and I hope you die. I love water. Yummy treat. Hey there. Any advice on how to deal with a crush? Print this off. Fill in names where applicable. Hand it to them and watch the sparks fly. Okay, but consider a senator, but the top half is a B. What the hell? When your program is a complete mess, but it does its job. Pay attention to me. This is not what I wanted. Walks out of a closet covered in blood with a goofy love-struck smile on my face. Walks out of a room covered in lipstick kisses with a 1,000-yard stare. You have one wish. I wish to go on a date. With who? With you! I don't even know what this thing is. Oh wow, a decent hand. And then you zoom out. What the hell? Sometimes I'm really excited about things and I want to tell everyone, but then I remember nobody cares and I just sit there, like, to tell or not to tell. Last night I had a dream where I was filling up my water bottle at a drinking fountain and someone ran over and started to drink out of my water bottle as it was filling up and I got so mad I woke up. What the hell are you doing? Oh, it was a dream. Tried to recreate it. My friends keep trying to look in the mirror, but I don't have mirrors in my car, so I fixed it. That's you! Where did you get such a long bacon? And they said, long bacon store. Thinking about that illustration of solitude versus loneliness, in which solitude is a dog peacefully holding its own leash, and loneliness is a feral dog fighting against the restraint of the leash and feeling slightly insane. I downloaded a brush set, and it's just Markiplier. Well, hello little chemical. What's your name? Copper sulfate. Me and the baddie I pulled by being copper sulfate. I was gonna retweet this, but then I felt a big stink mass in my... Looked down at my bed sheets and it was really brown. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Sedimentary, my dear Roxanne. So they had an entire day to draw, but they want to draw at 3 a.m. Please look at this graffiti my sister saw in Paris. Peak character design is a dark gradient on the limbs or fingers. So basically this type of cat. Wow. So this owl has been caught in the act of about to take off. He was so real for this. Do you have anything you want to say to women? I'm sorry, women. You actually didn't know this, but I'm wearing high heels. That's why you're so tall. A vampire giving themselves a pep talk to a mirror that has a crudely drawn picture of themselves that they drew tape to it. Me when I see an animal that is incredibly common where I live, and you're almost guaranteed to see one when you step out of the house. Had a dream that Tumblr came up with a new creature called Greature, and it looked like this. How are you? I am everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Watching a bear eat a fish in a bear documentary. Watching a bear eat a fish in a fish documentary. The media I enjoy, but it's the improved version that exists inside my head. Pencils were invented in 1564. People in 1563. Size of fruit by the foot as a kid versus size of fruit by the foot now. Friend, what are you laughing at? Me? Nothing. My brain? Ariana Grenade. Creeps. I saw these creeper peeps and I liked them a lot. How did we get that from a stick figure? Image of me politely not engaging with an interpretation of a character from my shows, which I do not agree with and find to be in slightly poor taste. Love wins. I want the candy. I want you. Ugh. Now that likes are private, no one will know you like this. What if instead of cut the rope, it was cut the freak and they just kissed all the time? Has an exposed nerve. Friend who's about to pull. Me and my dentist. Are you the blue one? I'm whatever you want me to be, baby. Bring back little guys. What plush companies think cute is. What's actually cute? Wait, feel the eel. What the hell is that? This is my friend, you a-hole. The worst kind of griffin would be a fox/seagull. Screams all day and all night and is definitely in your garbage. I love it and I'm adopting 20. Did you mean like this or? Yes. Why is the ADHD creature like this? Not this. It's more accurate. All cats are fueled by autism in their own unique way. Is he smoking a cigarette? Genetic experimentation to bring back an extinct species. When you're drawing, do you ever just, wow, I suck at this? My big, complex, multi-dimensional thought. When I try to put it into words. Guinea pig Instagram accounts are so funny because the captions will be like, uh-oh, Pumpkin Wumpkin is being extra sassy today. And the picture is literally just warm and comfy. Vrrr. Computer fan full of fur. Gracefully flips over quesadilla. Anyone would be lucky to have me. He's going to bed. Hey, this eye looks pretty good. Now let me try drawing the god damn it. Every artist ever. It's the truth. Procreate. Guys, I have the perfect name for our new program. Since it's for pros who create things, let's call it Procreate. You do know what Procreate means, right? They didn't listen. Paused the music an hour ago to listen to what somebody was saying and forgot to turn it back on. What are you listening to? Cats don't even unstick their claws out of things anymore. They will just sit there with their claws stuck in a blanket and look at you like this until you unstick it for them. How I deal with anger. Who took this snapshot of me in my private home? Urge to be an a-hole. Realization this is probably a mood swing and I should stay away from conversations to avoid lashing out. Dealing with bottled up anger alone. Literally everything is annoying me right now. I think it's cute when you hit a car and its alarm starts going off. Like, aw, are you mad at me? Did you hit a car, James? This is me but for the noise when you don't put a seatbelt on. You know the brum, brum, brum. I just think of it as the car's heartbeat. A colony of alien skinwalkers have invaded Woohoo Island. Trust no one. Nice argument. Unfortunately, I have drawn myself as the clever brown pie and you as the befuddled blue pie. This is my first venting art because people said that I'm not funny on Discord. You're not funny. I literally cannot stop thinking about this absolute unit of a lad. He looks like a disappointed loaf of bread. Effercent. Day 285. Love his face. Yes, I am an artist. Yes, I love to draw in perspective. Wow. Just look at how the angles make it come to life. It feels like I'm there. I was putting papers in folders today, and the resident's tattletale starts calling my name, and I can hear in his voice it's some stupid thing, but I finally turned around and it was just a crude drawing of a masked child at a desk, wide-eyed and frantically pointing at the kid at the next desk, who has their mask down and their entire slobbery hand shoved into their mouth like it's normal. Who knocked over my leeks? You! I guess we're doing philosophical conundrums now. My favorite thing ever is when artists clearly have a favorite character they invest all of their care and headcanons into when drawing them, so when they draw them with other characters it just looks like this. How to have a great weekend. Look, a beautiful flower. Oh hell yeah. Learn to love your boring life. What's the show called? George Washington Adventures. In what situation would you use this? When you're sad and feeling like an elephant? When you open your 5th grade sketchbook? Today is going to happen, are you? Is this a threat? Definitely a threat. My dear child, you appear to have lost this. The dog from Teletubbies, a perfect creature. I want to know what this WikiHow is about. When you see an amazing artist online saying their art is a quick doodle, go ahead, talk about my current hyperfixations. I won't be weird, I promise. I lied. I love when black cats have a bald spot on their head. You can only see at a specific angle. Tinkerbell has this. I could go to bed, or I could put on headphones and listen to the same song on repeat while I make music videos in my head. Jock, goth, nerd, prep. Open ocean marine predator chart. I will give it no context. Anime artists, when their task is to make a female character that doesn't look like an exaggerated doing the deed doll. Or a child. I'm having a breakdown. You'll be okay. Happy International Palace Cat Day. I love these stubby wild cats. It's not today, but it still should be celebrated when you can't draw anything but eyes. Inside you, there are 2 wolves. One which goes, yep, and one which goes, yup. I had a vision. Hat with Velcro strap. 2 interchangeable Velcro patches. It's so over. We're so back. BS. I'm telling you there's no way. There's no way shrimp fried this rice. Hey, you didn't wash your hands. I can't let you leave until you do. Why are you in the girls' bathroom? Basic hygiene transcends gender. Goes through the most horrifying experience imaginable. Oh, that just happened. Literally, what is this thing called? Bonus arm thing. The leg thing. Terrifying blue eyes or deep, empty black eyes. Girl in Duma memes. MMG Tyler's my boyfriend. No, he's mine. Shut up, I hate you. Girls in real life. Let's start a religion where we worship frogs. Okay. We just need to stop anxiety. I can fix her. I can finally do this meme. Axolotl, waxolotl, faxolotl, taxolotl, snaxolotl to the maxolotl. Guys, I think I need help. Relaxolotl. This is beautiful. Hello. Things are getting feisty on the debate. I'm the little backseat beast. I'll listen to the car conversation if I feel like it. I will remove my teeth, for I want to remain kind despite my anger. I will not remove my teeth. Screw you. The long-awaited sequel. Yeah, I work tomorrow and the day after that, but not the day after that. Decided to become a boomer cartoonist. I hate my wife. Father, I cannot click the book. 14 years old. I'm definitely gonna die before 20, so I guess there's no point in planning ahead. 19 years old. Your death is coming soon. Today I learned that blobfish is actually a normal looking fish. It just decompresses when you take it out of extreme depths. Mean value theorem or nice value theorem. It's not nice, it's math. I don't like math. It's for character development, I promise. God telling me after giving me the worst experience of my life. AH. Customer. Aya is my daughter's name. DMV. Oh yeah. Verdict. Denied. Oh, they just start shooting at them. Okay. Please look at this picture Junji Ito draw of his mum's crusty white dog. She looks to the horror manga artist for help. Despite everything, it's still you. I'm the dog. It's been me all along. Best true dynamic. Anarchists. Experiencing the horrors. So, which one of you is the fork? Nobody says it, but we all know what this is about. This picture is weirdly genius. It's about cutlery, right? Fork. Am I missing a joke? I might be missing a joke. This is Apple's newest emoji. It's called Goblin. Man, they got us working today. It's gingerbread man. I want to eat it. This is not your fault, but ours for believing in you. My brain when I thought I could bring all the groceries in one go. The cow from Dora says, don't do drugs in the bathroom. His name is Benny and he is a bull and can only speak Spanish. Learning about anatomy versus learning about mood and tone just had the weirdest interaction. This off-leash Yorkshire Terrier wobbled up to sniff my ankle and then its owner said, the vet wanted to euthanize her. And I was like, oh. And she said, 4 years ago she had a stroke, but I went to church and prayed to the Virgin Mary. And now she can walk again, but sometimes she drops, which is why I have this stroller. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know what to say after that, so I was just like, it's a cool dog, and kept walking. My boss stopped talking in the middle of a work meeting to ask me, does that say murder? Do you know how hard it is to explain why you're drawing a man happy about murder to people who don't know Sherlock? I keep sucking. Wait, what? I suck at keeping in touch, but I like you. To everyone, you know who you are. My friend is doing a pacifist route, but she's an a-hole to everyone, and apparently if you miss an attack, it counts as sparing them. You do care. Miss. What are they even talking about? Every YouTube analog horror series is just the same thing. It'll be called something like The Scrimblow Files, and every jump scare is something like this. Guess who? I love that Gemma has an incredibly recognizable silhouette, like a cartoon character. Nothing will change your perspective on a character like someone who is insane with them. How I feel when somebody convinces me a character is so awesome by constantly talking about them, and I find a newfound appreciation for that character, and I would have never come to that realization without them. Someone who is good at science, please help. Which is the correct anatomy of hamburger helper? I met the HH mascot handler a few years back at a promotional event, and me and a select few others were granted access to a room in the back where, once we were behind the safety wall with our infrared goggles, they removed the protective outer layer to our surprise and delight. And most importantly, the nose is a part of the skull and is also made of bone. Man, what a cool artist. I'm going to follow them right now. What if instead of Puerto Rico, it was called Puerto Frico and everyone on the island sucked toes? What if you didn't wake up? Just stuck in the cold dark, vaguely aware you were missing something. Yeah, I want to go to Puerto Frico instead. You know when your legs randomly hurt and you're just like, is it growing pains or is it a blood clot? Answer me, legs. My brain is a weird little creature. I am overwhelmed, but nothing's happened. iPhone, scroll, you drop it and it smacks you in the face. Worm on a string with full plate armor. Oh, worm? Oh dear. He's chef. Oh, he's baking. Nobody will suspect a thing. Crow to bombing. Mirror and camera. My life. Contemporary art, noob. Justin Bieber. This is like finding a sacred text in a long abandoned religious site. Ooh, biggest stretch. It's illegal to not say, oh big stretch, when your dog does a big stretch. Walmart idea for putting on any future art print. NFTs are for losers. Name this anime duo. Stupid, also stupid. My ex-wife and her legal team. Date night. It's okay, I'll hold your hand. It's finally October. Do not trust people who get excited about Halloween. They may be in fact skeletons. I find it funny how much this happens to brands using memes. Thing, same thing. Yeah. One time I saw two rats doing this. Anybody know what it means? Thanks. Squeaking. Louder squeaking. Guy who joins in cigarette breaks and starts blowing bubbles. Tough week. week, huh? Newlywed couple's picnic basket reported stolen. Eyewitnesses on the scene provided officials with this sketch of the perpetrator. An ant? When your parents yell at you for doing something wrong? Well, you created me, idiot. Now draw him pregnant, breaking water. What my art looks like, and what it looks like when I flip the canvas. Is it imposter syndrome? There's a mental illness among us. Why did the Scarecrow get a promotion? He was outstanding in his field. In what situation would anyone need this? I love sporks. I think this is how I feel most of the time. I got you balloons. Oh, you are so cute. I got you a cat. I made you a cake. I got you Ryan Gosling. Goblin Cat and Squid Grandma. They have tea time on Tuesdays. My autistic self is really bad about controlling my facial expressions, and I just keep freaking out my friends by defaulting to one of these. I like when there's a big, scary fantasy beast, okay? And then the big beast has a litter of babies, and the babies are very, very small, okay? Do you understand? I understand now. Walked home and saw these two kids holding hands and running down the block together, just laughing. This is what childhood is about. Having fun and making memories. Appointment at 3 p.m. You've got the whole day, but you're stressing. I promise I am eating a real meal. One singular egg. Okay, someone needs to put a stop to this beast. The poor apple has just been living, okay? He's not even trying to fight you, doggy. A very powerful American toad creates ripples in water with his cool. This is aura. Maximum aura. I thought my daughter was doing homework for the past half hour, but she was making a meme. When you get extra homework. I hate this, I hate it. I hate it when this happens. Just shoot them. Yeah, you don't have the balls to shoot me. If you kill me, then you're just as bad as me. Yeah, I can't do it. Okay, but what if they're in love, Your Honor? I asked someone on the interweb to draw me a puffin playing a saxophone. The reply was, puffins can't play the saxophone. And this picture. Big fan of when grief drives characters to do messed up things that are ultimately pointless and do more harm than good, rather than just like going to therapy. Neat, seeing an art style I really like. Oh, whoa. Hello everybody, I would like you to meet Goobert. Told Goobert I would die for him. You don't have a choice. Nintendo character and a Nintendo character after being processed through 37,000 Twitter artists. Might mess around and kin a guy. Which of you is it gonna be? Are you kinning characters or followers? You, come closer. Draw your comfort characters like this. Sometimes a good ship is just a friendship. Guys, I think I ate. You swallowed. Arachnophobia. I've seen a lot of people draw Tommy's spider shroud like an adorably small animal, but may I propose an alternate design? A long time ago, I was in a typography class, and I had an assignment to draw a word out of its material, like writing rock and drawing it to make it look like it's carved from stone. I chose hair, and I was proud enough of the result that I ended up posting it online to Twitter. When I showed it to the online world, I got a weird reaction like, oh, cool. Which was strange because I was expecting to get complimented on. It turned out that no one thought it was a drawing. For months, everyone I showed it to thought I was playing with wet hair clippings in my spare time like some nasty little freak. Guys, I swear it isn't real hair. Whenever I get mad, I print out this picture of 4 from BFB and chew on it. Does it taste good at least? No. You draw hats so well, and I'm like so amazed by it because every time I try it, it looks like they're wearing buckets. How do you draw them? This does not help. Like, you ready to trap the monster scoop? Like, is that a gun? This is so unsettling. Looks like a whale. Stranger, what's your gender? Me. Basic rat. You can tell if an artist is in the mood or not by the way they draw teeth. Oh, bite. How? In the mood, not in the mood. A guide. I think the new meme should be editing that tiny video game YouTuber window onto memes to express a smaller, yet still present mood. We all know who it is. Evil character, but evil character who is also a responsible parent. Having a moment where I think so hard about a fictional character, but there is no new content and I don't feel like doing anything. So I am just sitting here vibrating at maximum speed, rotating said character in my mind. Little guy. Something didn't feel right about those chili dogs. Well, I still gotta get to work. Ugh. Sonic, you don't wear pants? I know he ate a cheese. He didn't even bite. Swallowed whole. POV. You're a spare brain in a jar sitting around a man scientist's lab, and he attaches a webcam to your brain to see if your occipital lobe still works, and now he's your entire world, and you've become obsessed. Oddly specific, but okay. Sure this didn't happen to you? Side view. Horrible. Front view. Full of love. No. It's only if they have their mouth open, then they look horrible. They still look cute though. This fox looks like a level 1 RPG protagonist, setting up from the starting town. Adventure awaits you, little buddy. The world is ending. You cannot be that quirky and amorous. Cease your frolicking at once. Me. Yellow markers, after you use them over any other color. Green plus blue equals bleen. Hard test. I love when creators give anime characters actual lips. Anime girls are so pretty with lips. I'm getting my license once in 2 weeks. The most important part of driving is to keep your eyes in the distance. Ooh, like Project Sekai. I hate coloring. Sketching. Coloring. Death is neither a kindly figure nor a grim spectre, but is a funny little skeleton running around brandishing his scythe and going, "I'm gonna get ya, I'm gonna get ya," in a gremlin voice. Fan kids are fun, but I hate the thought of pregnancy, so if I ever design a fan kid, none of them got pregnant and it was just a divine blessing or something. This is actually how fan children happen, don't worry. Me, when the themes and motives connect in my brain. My responsibility to draw Brian Griffin at the Norman Rockwell Museum. You may be cooler than me, but do you have crippling anxiety? How to get a hot date. 1. Get date. 2. Heat it up. 3. Hot date. Idea. I just discovered there's a bootleg merch of this stupid drawing I did 6 years ago on Redbubble and is known as Bimpson. Truly sickening stuff. What is it we can smell from a quarter of a mile away? Blood? Not toast? No. Eugene, I think I'm having a stroke. Lesbian situationship messed me off so bad. I had to go home and draw Mary, Mother of Christ, to calm down. Art posts. Pieces of art you do at home compared to doing school projects. Saw this. We used to do that. What happened? Can I come over and do this? Yeah, sure. I don't mind. A shirt that says Rise and Grind has a picture of Robin with a worm in its mouth riding a skateboard. Rise and grind. Close enough. A xenomorph, except when it opens its mouth, the little jaw tongue is holding a gun. What if the xenomorph is also holding a gun? Of course the xenomorph has a gun. That's obvious. It's the hidden mouth gun that makes this a horror movie. I am very normal about this shit, and this is how I look like tweeting about them. Hey bro, what's your hobby? Writing. What did you write? Don't ask me that. Hard to see, but I made a window jack. I can't stop. My hobby. Standing in the supermarket's produce section, holding a tube of KY jelly. This happened to my music when it got stuck while I was trying to copy it. It's terrifying. How do YouTubers make thumbnails like this without wanting to die? True story. Mature audiences only. Top 3 real videos that will make you poop blood. Does anybody else have this problem? What, so it's 5 a.m. and you can't stop thinking about a particular memory? Yeah, when the period cramps and period poop hits all at once. Hey, girl, the toilet lid, it's closed. Girl, behind you. Hey, the toilet lid's closed. My friend drew this. My whole life summed up in one drawing. Neat. The internet. Life goals. True. Who is LeBron James? I remember in 2nd grade, my classmate found this book and laughed at the cover non-stop, and the librarian stood up and shot him. In the head? Or is he okay? Good golly, look at that hecking big treat I have been presented with. Thank you, human. Treat is gone. Angry. Do not talk to me. Oh no, I have become long doggo. Bang. Twang. I drew this at Five Guys. No burgers. They should have this sign on the door when you leave, but it should say, no money. This art is too deep for some people to understand. Pollution equals bad. Interesting film fact of the day. Frodo's mouth in Lord of the Rings was played by Andy Serkis opening and closing his legs. I got a tattoo of Casper the Friendly Ghost on my thigh. When I would slap it, he'd whisper the answers to my math test to me. If anyone else tried to slap it, Casper would say, not so friendly now, huh? And then proceed to choke them. Man, paying attention to who's posting these makes a huge difference. One time I dreamt. Reply to your story. Brian, please write a good ending, or you better count your days. Is that a sperm? HD desktop and mobile wallpaper. Pokemon will release this in high quality, but keep their ancient watercolor Ken Sugimori artwork buried in $3,000 books from 1989 that I have to win at a Guatemalan fight club. Artworks just arrived from the artist's studio. Made in pain. Suddenly, I have been struck with the insatiable urge to draw. What the... Did anyone else know about this? Evil, by one definition, is being bad and acting out of morally incorrect behavior. Or is it the condition of causing unnecessary pain and suffering, thus containing a net negative on the world? When you accidentally type, laughing, skull, laughing, die, bugs when you lift up a rock. The OP had a shocking revelation that the digital brush they found useful, that they've been using all this time, is actually a face of a person that can only be seen when the brush is made huge. Bill Braun creates paintings that look like construction paper. How it feels when someone walks in on you eating in the break room. Would you smoke with them if they'll have me? I would, yeah. Me go club Tyler. Me making building kaboom. What does this mean? Who is Tyler? I'm asexual. Now begins my mitosis. Asexual? Why can't you just be sexual? Grah, I am transform again. Oh, me to me. Please draw today. Try to draw something good. I'm begging. Me? Good old Garf. Love this Garf. Wait, this art style is so soothing. It just makes me hungry. A deer that got bit by a werewolf or something. I don't know. No, looks like it was impaled by humans. When you finally get to the scene you've been waiting to write. Giddy leg. I don't write stuff, so I don't don't really relate to this. Draw this in your style. They did. How I said initially, and after 5 minutes. Shrimping. Everyone calls me a shrimp. I'm not a shrimp. What? Identify each item. Is that saying what I think it's saying? Skibbity. Makes you think. If you pull the lever, Harambe will die. If you don't, his existence will never be appreciated. What do we value higher? Harambe or the idea of Harambe? Harambe! I don't want him to die. Okay, I'd rather him be alive and we didn't know the existence of Harambe. Sorry for filling your dashboard with rapid fire reblocking, everyone. But that last line is just way too good to let it pass. Absolute genius. I want to wear it. So what's your goal in life? I want to be content. Well, have you seen your social media channels? I want to be content, not content. This is me. I am really fascinated by other cultures' holiday traditions. So shout out to my boy the Yule Cat, a monstrous cat who roams Iceland, eating people who aren't wearing the clothes they got for Christmas. Do socks count? If so, I'm dead. Others, dark red. No, it's burgundy. Pigment artists. 880000. Yes, my brain. I have an idea. My art skills. No, you don't. There is literally so much drama happening inside of a lava lamp. Yeah, I'll like that. As if you had a choice. The specific trope I like. Crying and begging for them to react, to do something. An empty husk of their former self. That one scene in WALL-E that had me on a chokehold as a child. It's for you. Peace was indeed an option. Did you know you can just start screaming basically anywhere? It's not illegal or anything. We all did this. Billions must fry. Like billions of people? Wojaks that make absolutely no sense and have zero reason to exist. Be funny as hell. Say the line, frosted sugar cookie jack. There's ought to sweeten the deal. I love this delicious little fella. Here's something I won't stop thinking about. King Bart, more. When your physical and mental health are both a mess, but you have a good day. Toot. Early bird, night owl. Oh man, always tired ostrich. Name a character who's just like this. 2 characters who take the plot seriously. That one character that just messes around. Mistakes and happy accidents. We miss you every day, Bob Ross. Having characters that do the deed and do drugs and stuff, and you've never done any of those things. Super Winnie Hut Juniors. Who would win? An important digital artist's tool. One incomplete line. I've been drawing digitally for like a week, but honestly, I hate this. Face. Sometimes when I'm drawing an intense expression, I'll make the same face subconsciously. Oh hey, my art's improving. What the hell? What was that? Oh hey, my art's improving. I have a friend that, God love him, doesn't photograph well. He's very laid back, but the problem is that his resting face looks absolutely furious, and he started to lean into it. Me and my friends have a few group photos that look like this. This image appeared in my dream and I remember it vividly. It must not happen. Amateur opossum actress. I object to the diminishment of this opossum's obvious theatrical skills and training. Overthinking, and meanwhile, they're just sleeping. Inside you there are 2 clowns. One yaps and one disassociates. Free time. Thinking about drawing. Actually drawing. Turn me over. I don't need to turn it over. I see what you're doing. I hate the puzzle piece. Can we change the autism symbol to this? How it feels to be a fan of a band that had a song go famous in 2020/21 and is now considered cringe. It makes me joke it. What lust does to your brain. Matching socks. Unable to attend, Hayao Miyazaki, Wes Anderson, and Godzilla. A demon flattening someone out and preparing to cut them into soba noodles. Japanese Hell Scrolls, 1855. This annoys me. Cult of the Lamb live action? A scrimblow and a bim in this. Get off this estate. What for? Because it's mine. Where did you get it? From my father. Where did he get it? From his father. And where did his father get it? He fought for it. Well, we'll fight you for it. Me, about to become the new owner of the local Denny's. Guys, keep your sketchbook safe. Look what showed up in mine. This is the whistle. I don't even remember. Summary of every episode of Steve Harvey Family Feud ever. PP. You can't say that on TV. PP full marks. Hey, what's that squiggly thing on the ground? I don't know, it looks kind of like a worm. And that's where we got the word. I almost forgot, rinsed you. Felt like making a Renaissance style sketch. What is a man but a beast with the illusion of compassion? What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm 25, so you can still grow. It's not over. It's over when you're 26. It's over when you give up. Keith Haring dog produces serotonin. Now that's what I'm talking about, baby. Fossil unearthed in Mongolia's Gobi Desert suggests some dinosaurs slept in the same position as modern birds. Isn't the world so beautiful? All the little ways we're immortal. 71 million years later, they still sleep like you.